And hello again, Internet. Just thinking about these games and how they are generally pretty well put together and have little contingencies to help you avoid soft locks, but these contingencies are not perfect. For example, Deja Vu, if you run out of coins, you can just go to the casino and you'll find a coin there, and then you gamble and you will get more if you're on your last coin so that you have enough that you can take taxis. But what if you only have 3 or 4 or 5 and you go out somewhere? Hell, what if you have 2? You go somewhere and you stiff the cab driver and just get out of the cab. And they won't take you back until you paid, but you can't pay. What if you've completely run out of ammo because of the crocodiles in the sewer, and you have to, use 3 bullets throughout the game to shoot either the person behind your office or shoot the lock off a couple doors? The gun store apparently does not repopulate them. It should. That would be the smart thing, but from what I've seen, it doesn't. So there are still ways to soft lock yourself. Shadowgate. Okay, so you cross the bridge with the troll, you've given him the spear. What happens if you get to the centaur or the cyclops and you don't have any stones? Now, you can get more stones if you use up all your stones, but you've just crossed a bridge of no return. If you go back, the troll now has the spear and you can't cross again. Or maybe there is a way, but maybe you have to get it later. I think as far as I know, the way across is further into the game. Yeah. So these aren't perfect. And this one still pisses me off, which, yeah, you can tell by the fact that I'm not playing it yet. Putting it off. Alright, fine, let's just do it. Hey, Shy. So there are ways. It would be nice if they had come up with things to prevent it, but it seems like there are ways to soft lock you. Also, I accidentally read some of the... Another thing about this, the achievements in this version. Yeah, coffee time, I just opened it up. Delicious. Anyway, I looked at some of the achievements accidentally. I was just in Steam and they were right there and my mouse hovered over and I was like, oh! You can die doing that. Well, 2 of the achievements so far have spoiled things in this game for me. And one of them was the ruby. I didn't know the ruby was the cause of the timer in the previous game, but the achievement told me it was. And in this one, I did not quite yet make the connection that the woman was a werewolf. Specifically, werewolf. And that's why to use the silver arrow. Then again, the game itself spoiled something in this room, because when you went into this room, even though I hadn't opened this yet, this hole would appear and then get covered up. That was a rendering error. Ah, well. Sounds like my torch is going to die soon. Let's let's take the torches. And back out. Back in. Can I look around? Wasting time. Archway has no door. And there we go. I hate this torch mechanic so fucking much. It does not belong in an adventure game. The only, especially the way it's implemented here, the only thing I can see that used for is if this game has a no death true ending. And if it does, you have to play through the game once first fucking anyway, or have a guide to know how to do that. These games, like adventure games, generally aren't really big on replay because the puzzles don't change. Generally, there are exceptions. Anyway, let's just go ahead and go through the doors. From this windy ledge, you get an idea of the size and strength of the castle. The sky foretells a great coming storm. I'm not looking at the sky, I'm looking at this. This appears to be a mount of some sort, perhaps for a flagpole. Lightning rod. However, I have a staff. Use scepter. Nothing happened. I do have an iron rod as well. Oh God, don't remind me. But the poker. I mean, that's a metal stick. Crest mirror. So many items. Rod. Suddenly, the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of lightning strikes the rod. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that has formed at your feet. Take. The wand is in hand. As you take the wand from the skeletal hand, it begins to descend. The hole then closes up as if it had never been. Cool. It's a wand of sorts. Carved in the side of the wand is a small picture of a serpent. Serpent! So there's that. Hey! Oh. I can, like, go up and down, but enter doesn't work. Okay, escape worked. But I can't actually choose one of the options. At least escape worked. Can I take the rod back? You can't take it, no. How about I move down here? Lightning lights up the countryside as you stand at a lookout point. Can't do that. Well, I mean, these things are probably going to... This canvas pouch looks to be quite light. Close inspection reveals it has some druidic script on it. It's a pot of gold! The leprechaun must have skipped town. As you move the pot, you realize that you have fallen for the oldest trick in the book. You suddenly find yourself knee-deep in the moat. It seems that the alligators really enjoy your company. Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that watch streak. Well, let's take the bag. Let's open the bag. Big coin, gold coin, gold coin, gold coin. So I'm assuming these are going to be for the getting back across the... Oh, with a well engraved on it. Well, I know where to use that one. I'm assuming that these will be used to cross the bridge now that the troll has a spear. This coin is a mark that looks like a human skull. Okay, well, let's take this out at least. And then let's close the bag. Coffee good. Move out. Move out. You are in a small throne room. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. Can we take the crown? You can't take it. Can we take his axe? Can't take it. Look, Sir Dugan's royal seal is carved in the stone pillar in vivid colors. In the center of the pillar is a carving of a sword. Although he looks dead enough, the royal skeleton sends shivers down your spine. There seems to be something in his hand, yes. Although, I guess you can't actually look at that. Well, then I will enjoy coffee for you. Coffee. Okay, see, there was a hole there. Again, rendering error. You can't take it. You can't take it. Well, I can do this. Use sword on that. Nope. Use sword on you. Nope. Wait a minute. That didn't do anything. I don't suppose I can use a shield on you. Use crest on the... Leave crest on wall? Can I use the skeleton? Can I talk to the skeleton? Can I hit the skeleton? I can't take the axe or the crown. Use flute. Use horseshoe on skeleton. That ain't gonna do anything. Use mirror on skeleton. Skull, skeleton. Poker, skeleton. Scepter, skeleton. As soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, a seal of the pillar opens. You can now see a ring-shaped hole. I don't have a ring. Sir Dugan's royal seal is carved in the stone. What, that was down there. Can we take... Can't take it. Can we use it? Nothing happened. And dead. Okay. Ooh, dude, do be careful with that, man. Alright. So let's try this again. Give him the scepter. Use scepter. I kind of figured it'd be the scepter. But why the sword? Okay. As soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, the seal on the pillar lowers. You can now see a ring-shaped hole. Yeah, I don't want you to slip on ice out there either. Then again, 34 shouldn't be too much ice. Shouldn't be. Could also be ice with a coating of fresh water, which makes it even more slippery. I don't have any rings. I've used the locks. I've used those. Oh, I guess it's time to use everything on the hole. Well, you're lucky then. Just going through. Using everything. Blow out the hole. Poke the hole. And dead. I hate this. I fucking hate this mechanic so much. Didn't... Okay, give it back to him. What was I last time? I'd use the poker. Use skull on hole. That ain't gonna work. Use the blue gem on the hole. That's not gonna work. Use the blue gem on the sword. Okay. There was a reason for that. Use bone on hole. Why do I have 3 skulls? Use helmet. Nope. Use hammer on hole. Hammer on the sword. Hammer on the skeleton. Stone in the hole. Shield doesn't work. Sword in the hole. Sword on the skeleton. Move out of the room. And immediately die. Fucking hate this mechanic. So use sword. I believe I already tried this on that. On him. On that. Use the broom on the hole. Broom. Oh, no, not the back two. Try to keep the kingdom clean. Nope, I don't see anything. I can't take this because it's just... Can't take the scepter, can't take the axe, can't take the crown. Okay, well, there are a couple things for me to do. Okay. Use coin on the well. Nothing happened. Coin. Bucket. Nothing happened. Lowest the bottom of the well. Now use the coin on the well. Nothing happens. Leave coin in well. Nothing happened. Dead. So despite the fact that the coin has a well on it, there is still the canine up here. Here in this brightly lit room. Now if I try taking this, dog appears. Hellhound. Oops. That didn't do anything. Rope. Oh, what if I use the rope out in the other room? Can I use the broom on the doggo? I'm gonna keep using the broom, see what happens. Because again, I'm trying to piss myself off. Yeah, well, whatever. Sword, dog, dead. Apparently I suck at using weapons. This horn is forged of flawless platinum. Notice that I don't have anything actually selected right now? That's weird. That caused a dog to appear. Must be a way to cool the room before you roast. Yeah, the ice orb, but the ice orb is gone now. There's no fireball spell yet. Use hammer. Actually, shit, use shield. Use shield. Nope. Use hammer on doggo. Dog snarls, and I'm dead. Take. Skull, pet bag, blue gem, poker. Let's use the bellows on him. Nothing happened. Poker. Nope. Poke the dog, he kills me. Take that. Nothing happens. The dog does not go to sleep. Use the cup on the dog. Test tube on the dog. Horseshoe. Dog. Crest. Mirror. Dog. Star. Dog. Blade. Dog. Wand. Dog. Coin. Dog. Mirror. Doug. Crest. Wasting time. Wasting time. Let's waste some time. Not wasting a lot of time, apparently. Torch isn't going down. This is another room where you can't die to the torch. It does have a couple braziers that lit the room, so maybe the torch just doesn't do anything now. Can we take one of these? Nope. Can we use something to put those out? It says I have to cool the room down, right? Flame burns, lighting the entire room. Yeah, what if I put those out? Use broom on that. Sword on that. Hammer on that. Bone. Skull on that. Gem on that. See, why do I have another skull? Where did that come from? Poker on that. Bellows on that. Cup on that. Test tube on that. Horseshoe. Mirror. Star. Blade. Wand. I have nothing. Dog is still there. Hello, Sphinx. I already gave you the damn... I'm a fire's friend. My body's... Okay, you're a bellows. With wind... My soul's with wind. With my nose I blow. How the embers glow. Dost thou know? Bring me the answer, and I shall let you pass. So, if I... Do I give this to you, or... Yeah, I keep the thing, at least. So I can just keep going through here. Did I go up top here? I did. Dead werewolf. Nothing else here. Chains are broken. There doesn't seem to be anything else in here. Use the telescope. I can see the night sky. Look at the star map. I already grabbed the thing behind it. There is these patterns here, which 3, 2, 1, and then 1 on the other side. So it would be, if I was going to do this, it would be right, middle, right. But I haven't seen anywhere that looks like that right now. There is this room that I'm not done with. And dead. So what if I use test tube on, nope, cup on, nope. Can I take this? Nope. This is poison, I believe. Which apparently I can't take. Again, could use the cup on the acid, nothing. Test tube on the acid, nothing. This is already poisonous, so when I open this, I get killed by this thing. It says it put something strange in the dog's water, which I'm assuming is this. Well, what if I use the bottles on myself? Swedish sugar, so 5 maybe. 4 is tar. 3 is tar. Let's go ahead and open this again so that I die. 2 is the one that makes me light so I can cross the one bridge back there. Okay, so use 5 on that. Nope. 4 on that. Nope. Where's 3? There's bottle 3. Nothing. Okay. Hey, Kalari. No, there's no luck here. There is no luck. I'm failing everything. I don't know why there's a fire in the fireplace here. Well, let's start throwing stuff in the fire. Wand in the fire. Blade in the fire. Star in the fire. Mirror in the fire. Crest in the fire. Oh, I wonder if I can do the flute in the other room. Test tube in the fire. Cup in the fire. And despite the fact that I'm in a room with a fucking fire, the light goes out again. Bellows, fire. It's already burning. Poker, fire. Can I do the bellows again? Oh, well, skull, fire. Gem, fire. Skull already did fire. Hammer, fire. Stone, fire. Sword, fire. Broom, fire. Bellows, fire. Bellows, fire. Bellows, fire. Can I take the fire? Can I close the fire? Bellows, fire. Bellows, fire. What if I just use the flute now? No. Whoops, I had the wrong thing on. I just die because, yes, lovely. Now open that. Put something strange in the dog's water before you can do anything else. Tears you apart. Okay. I think I'm going to have to start going to a guide again. You taste the poisonous-looking liquid in the pot. You notice small blue hairs begin to grow on the palms of your hands. The vicious liquid seems to be altering your body's ingredients. Wearing the cloak, wearing glasses, wearing the gauntlet. Looking at the blue hair covering your hands, you hesitate to drink the awful stinking liquid. Okay. I mean, I did do something different. What does it mean elsewhere? I have no fucking clue. It's guide time, because fuck this game. I'm sorry to say it, but I really do not like this one at all. Sooner I am done with it, the happier I will be. Okay. Let's see. Chi. Yep. Library. Take this, take that. Just looking to see if there's anything so far that I have missed. Okay. What? Wrong one. There's apparent. Okay, just keep going the wrong way then. There's apparently a detail that I could not see in this room. Stone rises. The stone rises slowly out of the floor. A shivering vial is inside it. The glass vial is filled with clear liquid. The sign of the cross is on it. Well, okay. I guess I'm going to try using this on the Hellhound. I wouldn't have used that. I never would have used that. So, it's another one where it's a thing I would not have done. Because I'm bad at video games. Use water on Hellhounds. Holy water sent the Hellhound back to the place where it was spawned. The flame died out. The room is quiet as though nothing happened. Take the horn. Horn is in hand. Look at horn. Horn is flawless platinum. Beauty is unbelievable. Let's move up top here. Actually, no, hold on. As you stand on the turret, an eerie blue dragon appears in the clear starry sky. You know what? The dragon, you can stay down there. Okay, let's try doing this. Use the horn. Nothing happened. Okay. Where's my waste time buttons? There's a reason for that, and that is because of this. Lighting the entire room, right? And back down. I'm hoping that time will run out while I'm in here, and I can get mad. I don't think it will, though. I don't think the time is ticking down in this room. There we go. Upstairs. Alright, let's go talk to the blue dragon. And yes, I mean talk to it. I'm going to try talking to it first. It doesn't seem to understand what you say. I bet it does. Okay, look at the dragon. It's a wyvern! It's not a dragon then, is it? This species is a distant cousin of a dragon, but smaller and fiercer. This rather heavy talisman is made of gold and is extremely sharp along its edges. It shines with incredible brilliance. With the speed of lightning, the wyvern wraps its tail around your neck. You die, screaming silently. Yeah, thought so. So I need some way of removing the wyvern. Let's go all the way to the beginning. Use sword on wyvern. Nope. See, this one thing I don't like about this game also. It's just trial and error with a lot of instant deaths. I tried talking to it. It didn't answer. But I did try talking to it. That was my first thing. Today's is the Pacific Punch. Again. Which, yeah, that aftertaste, very sweet. Like, seriously, this one feels like it's coating my tongue in cherry. The flute's music could possibly lead you to an endless dream. Well, it didn't put him to sleep, though. Use star on the dragon. becomes a flash of light as you launch it. Wait, really? Crash! It strikes the wyvern and explodes into a million pieces. Okay, it worked. Can I take this? The talisman is in hand. Rather heavy talisman is made of gold and extremely sharp along its edges. It shines with incredible brilliance. Now that reminds me of something. The pedestal, some 13 inches tall, is made of some unknown metal. Let's go back down here. Now, this actually does remind me of something. Made of gold. Can I use the talisman on myself? No, I can't wear it. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Five to find. 3R1. One gives access. The Bladed Sun. Talisman could be a sun, and it's made of gold. The Silver Orb to banish below. I'm pretty sure that was the Cold Orb that I've already used. The Staff of Ages to vanquish the foe. I don't know what that is yet. I mean, I gave the Scepter to the King. Joining to the Golden Blade. See, Gold Blade. The last to invoke, the Platinum Horn. So, I have this blade. And the talisman is made of gold. We'll try using the blade on everything. Mirror. Blade. Crest. Blade. Flute, blade, horseshoe, blade, test tube, blade, cup, blade, bellows, blade, poker, blade, skull, blade, blue gem, blade, helmet. That's annoying scrolling through all this. I haven't found anywhere I can drop stuff yet. No bladed hammer. Not going to be a bladed shield either. Sword. And I doubt very much you can put the blade on the broom, but how hilarious would that be? Yeah. Sorry, I had a little bit of drink in my throat there. Anyway. Alright. So I have a talisman. Who do I give the talisman to? What do I use the talisman on? Use talisman on the king. Nothing. Use the horn. Nothing. Wand on king. I just got the wand. Oh, no, I didn't get it in this room. I got it in the other room. Blade. King. Mirror. I already tried all these. Alright. Time to look again and see what the next thing I missed is. Because, yeah, fuck this game. Oh. Oh, fuck off! Yeah. So, here's where I got the flute. You have to then immediately use the flute. Seems like you may wake from a dream, only to find a hole in a tree. Is it real? The flute's music is like magic. The ring is in hand. It's a ring with a large black sapphire. Hey, look! There's a hole back here that's large enough for a ring. Use ring on the hole. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises, revealing a secret passage, which I will die soon in. Made of large granite slabs. Take torch, and dead. Okay. Take torch, take torch, take torch, take torch. Look, very dark. It's a doorway. Well, I mean, I guess I moved to the side here. Without thinking, you jump through an opening and immediately hear a loud click. Suddenly the granite slab above you gives way and crushes you beneath it. Breaks every bone in your body. Cool. The third. This pit just kills you. This door just kills you. Yay. Fucking love it. Love having... And again... This game is so trial and error, and it's more error than trial. It's just, oh, you died. 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 How silly. I mean, for fuck's sake, what is this, the Tomb of Annihilation? Tomb of Horrors, whatever the hell it's called? With the Orb of Annihilation, Sphere of Annihilation in the thing. I think it's Tomb of Horrors. On the opposite wall are a pair of stone beasts guarding a dark archway. Okay, look at them. The stone statue is some 3.5 feet tall and nearly ugly as all heck. It's very cold to the touch. Stone statue is some 3.5 feet tall and ugly as all heck. It is very cold to the touch. Well, what if I move over here? Sulfurous fumes rise from the hot molten lava some 30 feet below you. Swimming would not be wise. This huge statue is made of precious metals. It holds a basin of smoldering coals. You can't take it. You cast a spell. The statue lowers and a large platter rises out of the lava. You now have a way across. So why did I do that? The light grows faint. Path winds around. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed a dream, for evil is free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. I have no idea. A bridge to from amidst burning death. A demon to guard. Hey, shark. So that line there did tell you to use that here. Suddenly the beasts begin to shudder and their eyes begin to glow red. The gargoyles, angered at your presence, spring from their frozen state and rip you to pieces. There's not enough of you left to even feed the birds. Well, that room's already done. There was a new room full of fire. See? Room full of fire! Well, I guess I'd cross the fire. Stalagmites surround this room like cavernous jaws of a huge beast. Hey, it's this! It's this! I know this! It's a strong-looking metal cylinder. It looks like a very large, deep pit. Okay, so we use 1, 2, 3. Scream! The cylinder lifts with a shuddering sound. You're momentarily dazzled as the darkness is lit by a blinding flash. The silver orb is revealed. Oh, that wasn't the orb I had earlier. The orb is in hand. As soon as you remove the orb, the cylinder closes. Aha! It's an orb made of silver. Its glowing surface causes your skin to tingle. Okay. So that's something at least. Not a pattern works. Let's just go ahead and jump down the hole. Ah! You woke the sleeping guard from his beauty sleep. He decides to eat you for breakfast. It's all trial and error. I guess I should, grab it, go back out, go back in. Take. Because, of course, moving would get you killed in this. Where's the... flute. Use the flute. Now can I move down there? Probably not. No, it kills me. Okay, well, I have the item. How do I get rid of the gargoyles? The gargoyles were, a thing at the front cover at least. There is something I know I can get somewhere else, but I don't want to unless I absolutely have to, because it requires crossing the bridge where the troll has the spear, and I don't know how to get past it. I mean, the gold coins might, but if I need something else back there, it would be bad. So I'm just going to take a quick peek at the list again and see what I'm missing. Alright. Did that. Did that. Did that. Riddle for the Sphinx. Yay! Did that. Got the rod. Prison tower. I have the blade. Okay, the brazier room. The holy water. Okay. Got the wand. Oh, I do actually have to go back to that. Okay. So I do need to do this now. I mean, I have an item that I know I can use. And I know where to use it. It says it on the item. So this one is not a surprise. The big problem, though, is this motherfucker. He's not there right now, but he will be later. Where the fuck was it? Back here, all the way back here. Look how far back we're going. Now I'm gonna die, so I reset this room. Okay. Use... Wait. Should have another bottle too somewhere. Use the first... There it is. Use bottle 2 on self. Move across the bridge. Look at the snake. It's a statue. Snakes. If you look at the wand, it has a picture of a serpent. So use the wand on the snake. The snake begins to shake and shudder. Is it just your eyes, or is it shrinking? The serpent statue begins to change. It grows smaller and smaller. It dematerializes and forms anew as a staff of tremendous beauty. So let's take the staff. It's in hand. Ooh, I definitely have to combine things now. Use the staff with the talisman? With the orb? With the blade? Well, let's... Is there anything else in here? No. Well, shit. I'm actually missing something. But it might be here? Okay, it might be here, actually. So, I'm looking at what I need. Suddenly you feel heavier than you did a moment ago. Yeah, that tracks. Actually, shit, I think I need to go in here. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. There's something I missed previously when I was in here, which makes the troll not a point of no return. Yeah, I know. I did cheat on this one. Just straight up cheated. This room. It won't open. It won't open. What? I'm in the wrong room. Oh. Nope, I'm not in the wrong room. You guys see it? Yeah, that's true. That is true. Do you guys see it? Giving you a little bit. Giving you guys a little bit here. Can you see it? Can you see it? Because I sure shit didn't. You feel the ground shake as the rock moves slowly aside to reveal a passageway. I will again say, I do like the concept of the hidden doors in this game. That one was visible. I doubt I would. I mean, I would probably not have seen that myself. But that was visible. So that one gets a pass from me. I will deem that one to be entirely acceptable. The cold water from the limestone drips on your neck, sending shivers down your spine. This is a concave polygon. It seems to have been carefully carved into the stone. Now, we're in the earlier part of the game, so it's going to be in the earlier part. As soon as you place the blue gem in the hole, you hear the sound of grinding stone. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard. I'm an old wizard! My bones ache! Listen, warrior! The warlock lord can only be defeated by the courage and the staff by thy courage and the staff of ages. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Have thy wits about thee, warrior. Fare thee well. The wall slides back into place, hiding the image from your sight. A scroll appears. Take the scroll. Scroll 2 is in hand. Open the scroll. You've read the scroll. The scroll reads, as the shadow of the wind, thou shalt be Humana. Okay, that was really descriptive. Real descriptive. I'm so glad I have my controller hooked up, because that was the glitch again. This is the wall that opened up before. Alright, so now we're good. Now we're free. Let's go. Actually, you know what? It is faster to go this way. That just puts me right here. Hey, Copper Dinosaur. I don't like this game at all. The other two in this set, Deja Vu and The Uninvited, were amazing. Some of the really well-crafted games. This one is relying way too much on trial and error and does things that no adventure game should do. This timer with the torches should not exist. Because the entire point of this game, especially your first time through, is you are trying things. You're looking at what things are. You're trying out combinations. And the timer just kills you constantly. Oh yeah, you can use the other torches. You will run out. So you're just going to be back to the loop of dying constantly anyway. I like some of the story in this game is the best of them, no doubt. But as far as the mechanics go, I don't think this one's well done. Which is a damn shame, because this is the one I was really looking forward to. After hearing so many people say, oh, it's a classic, it's the best of them. Oh, no. Okay, a sharp cold wind whips over the ledge of the deep dark chasm. I wonder if that's a hint that you're supposed to use this. Speaking of the torch. That in this game keeps breaking the conventions of itself. That you have to click this instead of the thing. Yeah! Well, it's not a Nintendo game. It's not from Nintendo. It's not from the Nintendo console. It's a MacVenture game, initially. Now, I do not know if the MacVenture version was this BS, or if they had to change it because Nintendo. Because, you know, that is one of the things. Nintendo Hard existed for a reason, because the developers back then did not want you to rent a game and beat it in a weekend. This is before they were selling guides. I mean, Nintendo Power maybe, but I don't think this game was on Nintendo Power. Certainly not a full walkthrough. I could be wrong about that. So yeah, they did make the games harder. Definitely made the games harder. So, shit, am I going to have to buy the MacVenture version on Steam now and compare them? That's a question. That's a good question, actually. I can look this up real quick. Because I'm pretty sure the MacVenture ones came first. That's why they're called the MacVenture games. Yeah, the original release was Macintosh. It came out on Nintendo almost 2 years later. So yeah, these are Macintosh games. There were 4 versions before the NES one. More than 4 years later, 2 years later. Jeez. So that's a thing to consider. I mean, there is the MacVenture version on Steam. I might have to do that someday. The original one was, yeah. There's an Apple. There's a few other versions as well. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that these were on the NES. Oh God, the Mac version was even harder. Hey. No, I love that they put these on the NES. These ones are some of the best adventure games on the NES. Because of the way it has this down here, it works wonderfully. Makes it very easy to actually port it to consoles, something that you can do with a controller. So, like, kudos to them for that. I'm so glad they exist. And I'm glad they're available again. Alright. So if I try moving across the bridge, the troll appears. I could give him a gold coin. He's a greedy fuck. Let's just use... Spell was chanted. As soon as the magic is invoked, you lose sight of yourself. You're invisible as the wind. And you just walk across the bridge, apparently. Okay, so that's no longer a bridge of no return. Oh, God. How far am I going? Where am I going? So say it's over here. I believe this is the final area. Okay. Had I gone through this yet? I've gone on this side. Okay, that's just death. So no, I need to be back here. I'm not going to try doing this again. Can't do that. Let's try the horn? Nothing happened. Orb, staff, talisman, staff, dead. Okay, let's get back up to where I was. Bump and bump. Okie dokie. So I should be close to the end at this point. Okay, I've done the lever cavern. Okay, yeah. I mean, I should have figured this out, but I was like, you look at these guys. I guess it doesn't actually say anything about it, but what is a spell we have not used yet? Suddenly the cavern is so bright, you have to shade your eyes. It takes a few moments to regain your sense from the Nova Burst. It seems the gargoyles were also affected and haven't recovered from the spell. You can sneak past them after you flashbang them. The room seems to be made solely for the purpose of housing the well. Hey, a well! Wouldn't you know that I have a big... Yeah, see, that's the problem, is there's no clues for the things. Yeah, you just have to know, like, hey, I haven't used this yet, so it's probably time to. This one, though, the big coin has a well on it. So let's take a look around. This well is made from both stone and mortar. Wooden planks act as a cover to the well. There's a small handle attached to the assortment of gears. Well, let's use the handle. The cover of the well is open. Two wells. This is the second one we've seen. Alright, I'm going to do something stupid. Whee! With a mighty leap, you jump headfirst into the well. Yep, same as the last one. I figured that would happen there. Okay, let's throw a coin down the well and make a wish. As soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within it. It reminds you of the small dust devils you see in autumn months. Door is locked. Did I screw something up? Okay, the dust devil happened. Let's keep doing that till the light goes out. Try again. Okay. What are my spells here? I mean, there could be a rope down there, but I doubt it. Did that one already, did that already, did... That could be again as well, though. Or the spell. Broom. Shield, hammer, helmet. I don't think any of these really have anything to do. Maybe the bellows. I don't have any idea. Like, I think this is doing something wrong. As soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within it. It reminds you of the small dust devils you see in the autumn months. Alright, fair enough. Nothing happens. Yeah, try the bellows. I mean, wind. I do believe I tried the horn already. Nothing happened. Yeah. I doubt the flute will do anything either. Let's try the spells. Nope, nothing down there for that. Nope. Nothing happened. Must be something missing. Oh, now you've got me. Because this thing mentions a wind. As the shadow of the wind thou shalt be. And this had wind, but also devil, dust devil. Use the broom? Nope. No. Gone. Okay, what if I open this? Use the spell. Use the coin and then immediately use the spell? Oh, something's missing. Something's missing. What is missing? I mean, we're back to throwing things down the well. Skull map. Poker. Bellows. Cup. Test tube. Horseshoe. Crest. Nope, nope. That didn't work. I suppose I could do that. You're right. I mean, well, I can use it right now and see what happens. Nothing happened. Open that. Well, instead of opening it, what if I just use the thing on it now before it's open? Then what happens? Use the coin on the well. Open the well. Use coin in the well. Close the well. Use the spell. Nothing happened. It was worth a try. Where was I? I'd use the horseshoe. Yeah, list. Open it. Mirror. Nope, no, not open the mirror. Use mirror on the well. Use the blade on the well. Talisman. Well. Orb. Well. Staff. Well. Horn. I'm missing something. Ah, what am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, for fuck's sake. I was actually going to do this next anyway. Open. This was my next thing, actually. So, I'm not going to be too upset with this one. Use the coin. A big gust. Now jump down the well. The swirling waves carry you down in the deep well and set you gently on the cavern below. You stand above a beach looking upon a river. I mean, I almost have to use this. This great gold gong's music chanted by its intricate stand that supports it. Take the mallet. Use the mallet on the gong. After the gong sounds, a spectrum materializes right before your eyes. The ghostly ferryman doesn't look friendly. You hear a faint voice ask for a fare. I told you there would be a River Styx reference for the ferryman. Now, do I want to use a gold coin or do I want to use one of the fakes? Let's save and try a fake. Open bag. Nope, that ain't right bag. Open bag. Take the coin. Gotta try, you know. Use coin on him. The ferryman will not take copper coins as fare. Suddenly he disappears. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start using things. Let the timer run out. I had to try. Move down. Use mallet on gong. Open bag. Take coin. Close the damn bag. Use coin on the ferryman. Takes the coin and gestures you to board quickly. You climb aboard the tiny raft and soon reach the opposite bank. A stone skull stands against the far wall, screaming silently. Well, there's 3 items there. For some reason, you get the feeling you are standing on sacred grounds. Hot air emanates from the hole. The shape of a sword is carved in the pillar. The shape of a crown. I don't have a crown yet. The shape of a jewel is carved into the pillar. I don't have the jewel either. Shit. I can give him the sword, but I ain't done yet. Apparently I'm missing some things. Use sword in the hole. Nothing happened. Use sword here. Nothing happened. Leave sword in the hole. Use sword on him. Okay. I'm gonna run out of time. Let's look at the scroll again. Okay, 5 to find, 3 or 1. 1 gives access the Bladed Sun. Okay, I have a blade, silver orb, staff of Aegis. Joining to the golden blade, the last to invoke the platinum horn, and dead. Can I move? Yes, okay. Well, I mean, staff, nothing. Oh, talisman worked. The artifact known as the Bladed Sun is secure and in place. Okay. Use the staff. The orb. What about the blade now? The sound of the horn echoes loudly in your ears. Suddenly you hear the sound of grinding rock. The jaw of the skull begins to descend. Hot wind erupts from the mouth, creating the illusion that the stone skull is alive. Dang, alright. The cavern that you have entered is by far the largest your eyes have ever gazed upon. Oh, hello. From the depths rises the most powerful creature that has ever existed, the Behemoth! Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. The beast is indeed incredible. You wonder for a moment how you can defeat such a creature as this. Your jaw drops and you stare in awed silence at the sight of the great titan. Acid drips from his jaws and sizzles on the ledge below. Although his back is turned, you know that beyond a doubt that it's beyond it. Try that again. Although his back is turned, you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's the Warlock Lord. It seems that his staff is controlling the creature, keeping it at bay. What about my staff? The Warlock feels your presence and knows that you are the seed that must be destroyed. Flames shoot forth from his staff and engulf your body. You have failed. Okay. How about the orb? Orb! Use orb. Nothing happened. Orb on him? Nothing happened. Horn? Nothing happened. Blade on him. Nothing. Blade on you. Nothing. Mirror on you. Nothing. Mirror on you. Nothing. It's got to be the staff. It has to be the staff. Okay, I tried using it on him, and no. So there's got to be something else I do first. Can I move toward him first, maybe? Can I kill him with a sword? That'd be fucking fun. Use sword. Nope. Oh. Oh, wait. I have a spell that makes me kind of invisible. I have a lot of spells. Why don't I try using some of them? Wizard Battle! Tried using the mirror, didn't do anything. Spell was chanted, nothing happens. Something missing! So that is correct. What if I blind them? Spell was chanted. The room suddenly seems... Nope. 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 Okay, so there's something missing here. Men butt crack. Okay, please. Oh, I can't sweep him up. What are these torches? Flames burn. times. Can I move toward him? No. Can I speak with the behemoth? No. It doesn't. The wizard understands. He really don't want to talk to me. Okay, this is dumb. Use stone in the sling. Nope, not that. Sling on the wizard. Ah! Okay. So there's still a piece missing. Well, it says 3R1. So I need to make the staff, don't I? Use orb on the staff. No. Use blade on the staff. Oh, hey! Suddenly, lightning strikes across the room. The golden spire slides smoothly in the staff and locks into place. So that's 2. Use orb on staff. Yes! Lights cascades through the room as the staff becomes a living entity. So I have the staff. Spell was chanted. Nothing happens. Now I can use the staff on Behemoth. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that it has the power the prophets claim. The staff pulsates with power, and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the behemoth. Shit, I bet that was a time limit. Damn it! The creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. In his rage, he grabs a Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade in the silence. Suddenly, it is very quiet. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern. The morning sun, you say to yourself. It is over. Although exhausted, you lean on the Staff of Ages and begin your long journey home. Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace, where you are greeted by the king. I know what thou hast done, brave one. The world would be dark forever without thee. Game? Is that it? I literally can do nothing. Oh, here we go. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule, and the king's fair daughter's hand. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of, and new tales to tell. The first story's ends. Catches her hand? That's messed up! I mean, maybe the hand is all you need. Excuse me. Yeah, that one mechanically was the worst of the 3. By far the worst of the 3. So many instant death traps. Especially in the fucking, like, oh, you can move down here. Nope, you're dead. Oh, you can move into this room. Nope, you're dead. Ugh. With no clues and no warnings. Just, nope, you're dead. That's the biggest problem with this game, is the nope, you're dead, without any clues or warnings. A lot of things don't have clues. As you mentioned, using the light on the gargoyles, the only clue to that was, well, I haven't used the light spell yet. But, for example, one of the ones that really annoyed me was the white gem in the hole. Because at no point in the game is there any indication that the white gem should go into that hole. If the gem had been described as 3 inches, a 3-inch gem, that would have worked. But it wasn't. It was described as something you gamble away. That I hated. And then the timer. The timer has no place in this game. The torches. It has absolutely no place in an adventure game like this, especially one with that many trial and error death pits. Well, this is the thing that gets me. Like I said, these two were really well done. I did get stuck in both of them because I'm an idiot. I would not have figured out the having to shoot the locks out. Plural. Wouldn't have done it either time. But that does make sense. Everything in this game made sense. This one has a couple of parts that don't make sense. But overall, once again, you can intuit everything. The only thing in this one I had to look up was because I just straight up missed that a room existed. Everything else I was able to get. I just missed that a room existed. And that's entirely on me. So this one was fantastic for that. Absolutely fantastic. This, though, was just a mess. This one had some of the worst elements of adventure games, where it's, you have to guess what the developer is thinking. Yeah, it gives you a hint after something kills you. It is trial and error of the game. And while that necessarily isn't bad, because death in this means nothing, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having a death state if it doesn't be punishing. Like, okay, it's just... It's an error message in a way. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with the fucking timer. Alright. So apparently you had to make the staff in that room. So the fact that I tried earlier doesn't matter. And some of the puzzles in this did make sense. But some of them, like I said, the white gem that you have to use in the hole. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And in that one, even then, I didn't really realize she was a werewolf until the achievement in Steam popped up and told me that it was a werewolf. And I was like, oh, Silver Arrow, gotcha. But one of the things in this one that got me was using the orb on the lake. You then try to collect the orb and you can't. But once you've burned the lake down, you melt the lake with a torch. I don't know how you melt the entire lake with a torch when you have a magic frozen orb that keeps it cold. It will temporarily melt, the orb will float up, and you'll be able to collect the orb. There is no graphical difference between those two. None whatsoever. There's nothing to indicate that the orb is under the ice and that you can get it out from under the ice. I'm also still pissed at the one room where, like, there's a pathway up, but it's blocked by rocks. You never go up that pathway. You go behind the waterfall. Me, I spent a bunch of time trying to figure out how to turn the waterfall off so I can get past it. I even clicked behind it and knew there was a passage back there because I looked there and it's like, it's dark. And I was like, oh, okay. So I have to stop the waterfall. As I'm sure you can imagine, you do not stop the waterfall, you just fucking walk through it. That was on me. That one was on me. But, oh, the Epor sign for the spell. I read the sign. It tells me, hey, this sign reads Epor. You don't get a spell until you read it again. And even then, you don't actually need it, I don't think. Just the only place in the game, where that spell works is that room in order to make that shortcut. Which wouldn't be a shortcut if you opened the one casket and made the green slime spill out, thus forcing you to go around the long way now. Which I never did, because, well, I did it, but I always reset the game afterwards and died, you know? Now, at least for the most part, there does not appear to be... Well, there's a couple places where you can probably soft lock under very strict circumstances. But even the one I was thinking of, like if you don't have the stones and you try crossing the bridge, you don't actually need the stones. And you can cross the bridge again anyway. So that wasn't a soft lock. Or you mean you don't need the coins. You can get back across the bridge. So that wasn't a soft lock. What might be a soft lock is if I used all 3 of the bottle 2s, I don't know if those respawn. The rocks do, so maybe the bottle does as well. It would make sense if it did, because they do in the other games. Actually, I don't know if the bottles do in Deja Vu. They might not. Maybe if you use up all the bottles there, you screw yourself too. But the games do a good job of not letting you... Like, when you can drop items, I never found a place to drop the items in this. You can only drop ones that you don't need. However, you actually do need a lot of items in this one. There are good puzzles in this game. There are good ideas in this game. Like I said, I like the secret doors. The fact that you have the map down there, you've gotten used to the fact that all of the exits you can go to are on that map. And then a new one appears. That is something. There's still other things where it's like, oh, you can't reach this. I have no idea if you could ever get in some of these other areas. Yeah, this was my least favorite of the 3. By a lot. Still a lot of fun. Yeah, I muted this right now because there's something I wanted to look up that I forgot to do previously, but I want to look it up right now. Okay, it did not. It did not. I was hoping that beating this game would like unlock the NES ROMs the way that the Rugrat game does. That is not the case. And yes, despite what the developers said, there are NES ROMs in the files for this. True, you have access to the mouse, which is wonderful. And it has Steam achievements, which is wonderful. But effectively, these are the NES versions emulated. And as far as a set goes, as far as this package goes, not just this game in particular, but this 8-bit Anthology collection, I 100% recommend it. Where's the options? The settings here. I mean, it's got the full screen or windowed if you want to do it in a window while you're doing it. It has the volume filter. It also has these. This is one of the best CRT filters I've seen. Not perfect, because it isn't really blurring things well. The graphics here aren't really blurred. They kind of are here, but I can still see the dithering on these. But if I go into the game here, what does it look like in the game? Yeah, I'm still seeing sharp edges here, so it's not really... This is not blurring that well. It's not a true CRT filter. This is not a good one. Unfortunately. Still, it looks alright for it, but the thing about the CRTs is it blended the colors together on its own. And that's important, because these games were made with the CRT. They were made with the colors blurring together. So, we got another one here. Old CRT, which it's doing a little bit of a better job. Yes, Kalari, we did. Oh wow, what is up with that? That looks all kinds of messed up right there. It's doing a little bit better job, but it's still not blurring the colors together. And then you have black and white. So hey, did you want to play this as if it were the MacVenture version? Did you want to play this as if it were on the Apple IIe? No. Nobody wants to play with an Apple IIe now. That's just not true. So, I wish the CRT filter were a little bit better. It's still a good filter. I like it. But I wish it were a little bit better. But yeah, these are, like I said, these are the NES ROMs. And having all 3 of them with the features this has added, hell yes. 100% would recommend. But you also got to realize that the MacVenture versions themselves are on Steam. So unless you're like me and you really want the NES versions, you're probably going to gravitate to those other ones. Not that there aren't people who would want these versions, because I can almost guarantee you more people remember this than the Apple version, supposedly. Maybe I could be wrong. But, the NES just was more popular in general. So yeah, I recommend this set. I had fun with 2 of the games. And let's be honest, 2 out of 3 for the NES, 2 out of 3 is not bad. Oh, the NES has some painful games to it. But I'm glad this exists. I'm very glad this exists. And I would love to see more from this company. I'm going to have to check and see if they've done more releases than this, really. Yes, the NES does have some amazing games. It does. It had some true classics. Even if playing those games today, okay, I love the original Legend of Zelda. I could replay that so many times. I have replayed it many times. I could replay it happily, just go into it and do all kinds of stuff. But I can look at that game and go that the new player experience is absolute shit. That game hurts if you're a new player today. But also back then, games really didn't know what to do. Hey! Dark Cataclysm. Yeah, they did too. The crappy ones had the best box art. Well, yeah. How else are they going to get you to buy them? What? You weren't going to buy them on their gameplay. You were going to look at the box and go, oh, that's cool. I mean, like this right here. This is cool looking. It really is. Then the rental stores, they always had the bad ones. Especially says, by the way, the bad ones are the ones that were only available. All the good ones are already rented out, dang it. No. So, there is another set of NES, well, not set of NES games, but another collection that has NES games. In fact, it added another NES game after it came out that is on Steam. I don't think it's going to be a good collection. I don't think the games are very good. Especially those versions of the games. You will see when we get there. And we will do that one tomorrow. Because I am still... Oh, God, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. There are so many mods and ways to play the game, quote, in VR, unquote. There's 3D Sen emulator, which, hell yes. There's also a Doom mod, which I have not played yet on stream, and I need to. Oh, that one is so fun. But, yeah, there is one more set on Steam that I have not done yet that has NES games on it. So that one will be tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, excuse me, Friday. Because today is Tuesday, I believe. Yes, today is Tuesday. Good. I can relax for a couple days. Yeah, Friday I will do that other set with NES games. For those who are new here, on December's I have been playing as many NES games on Steam as I can get my hands on. There are more than you would think. And some of them are very good. Some of them are very good. I'm going to go back into this title screen here. Because, I mean, my time is almost up for the day anyway. I'm just chatting at this point. I've already finished the game. Some of the highlights, well, of course, the Mega Man set. Everyone's going to buy those. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah. This is one of the things I like Steam, because Steam came out around the era of the PlayStation 2. And the games that I bought on Steam back then, which back then was only the Valve set, which I already had on disc, but still. The games I bought back then, I can still install and play after the PlayStation 3, after the PlayStation 4. We're deep in the PlayStation 5. And yet with Steam, all those games are still there. Okay, not all the games. There are a couple that won't play anymore. For example, the DRM for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, or what is it, Chronicles of Riddick. Those you have to crack to get playing now. I still have them. I still have the data. But that's why I prefer Steam. And there's a lot of console games on Steam. I was just saying, there are a lot of NES games on Steam. I think there might be over 100. Yeah. Well, except Valve doesn't have stock. They are not a publicly traded company. And that is a damn good thing. At least I don't think they're publicly traded. They are a private company, and that is a damn good thing. Because if they were publicly traded, Steam would not be anywhere near as good as it is. Not even close. Pretty sure they're not. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're not. So yeah, NES games on Steam. Ones that are hidden gems, and I would recommend these. Nightshade. It's another adventure game. Now, Steam is great for very many reasons. Nightshade. It is an adventure game. Different from these. It's more closer to King's Quest, that you can run around in it. You can soft lock yourself in that one, but everything in it is solvable. And I had a lot of fun with it. I honestly thought that was a hidden gem. That it's one that I'd known about before, kind of, because that's one where when you have a game over, you can continue, but you have to solve an escape room puzzle to do so. And I thought that was an absolutely beautiful touch of flavor for the game. I'm going to pull up my list real quick because I actually have these written down. NES games on Steam. Where are you? There are so many. Oh, the Disney Afternoon. 100% buy that. That has, again, Capcom. Come on. Chippendale, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. Fantastic games. You'll love them. Yeah, King's Quest is a set that I am probably going to start doing more of next year. I did the first one. Okay, I did the remake of the first one that was in the third games engine. No, I'm just going to cut the music off when I look at this. But, yeah. So the Disney Afternoon Collection, that was good. No, I don't know. It's the one that is in the it's the one that is in the engine for King's Quest 3. That's all I know. Because, yeah, they actually do. Yes, if you think remaking and remastering games is new, no. They remastered King's Quest 40 years ago, almost. Let's see. Castlevania, Contra collections, those are, of course, amazing. What are some of the hidden ones? I think as far as the old games go, that's about it. I mean, the Namco Museum has some good stuff in it, but compared to the others, wouldn't recommend it. Oh yeah, Boy and His Blob. Definitely. Boy and His Blob. Hell yeah. Hibariki. Hibariki Enjoy Edition. I did not expect that to be as good of a Metroidvania as it was. I'm talking about only ones that are actually on Steam. Like, you could go right now and buy these games on Steam and play them. These NES games on Steam and play. At least, I don't know if any of them have been taken off sale, but Metroid will never be available. And honestly, the original Metroid isn't that good. Super Metroid is, yes, but Metroid itself, again, has the flaws of the early games where you have to go through secret areas to actually beat the game, literally in some cases, to get some of the items they are hidden in requirements. Some of the new games that are worth playing as well, but yeah, that's a very, like, if you thought these puzzle games were kind of questionable, A Boy and His Blob is very surreal. But it is solvable. Kind of. That one is its own version of trial and error. But you can do it. It's more just figuring out the map, and the version on Steam does have a map, so you can kind of find your way that way. And then just kind of, it really is mostly mentally mapping it out and knowing what you have to use to survive in what environments. And there are some blind pits, so yeah, there is trial and error, no doubt. It's still a fun game, and I do recommend it. And it comes with a sequel, which I have not done yet. And there are a lot of new NES games on Steam. Garbage Pail Kids, Rugrats, Micro Mages. Many more effectively homebrew. I do have some of those coming up this month, and it's probably going to be the last of those, just because my goal for the NES on Steam was to look at the old games, not necessarily to go, hey, look, someone made homebrew. Especially since there's so much homebrew out there. Oh my god, there's so much homebrew out there. Some of it is good, though. Always Awakening is one of the best games. Absolutely. Highly recommend getting it and getting the Nintendo DLC for it, the NES DLC, because that is a better version than the game itself. In fact, of the homebrew games, of the new releases, I would say Always Awakening is the best. In my personal opinion. Yeah, it's nothing new. It's not an NES version, though, is it? Because, I mean, there's plenty of Double Dragons on Steam. And the original was actually an arcade game that was ported to the NES. I wish the NES version were on Steam. There is the Kunio collection on Switch, which I would love to have that on Steam. But it's locked to the Switch, just like the Mana collection. Unfortunate, because both of those are ones I would love. Yeah, I'm going to look this up real quick. Is it an NES game, or... Because I know they released an arcade set recently. Double Dragon Revive? Is this the new one? Yeah, see, that's not an NES game. But yeah, it is a new Double Dragon. And oh, those reviews are not kind. If it had the NES as a bonus game, I would have to get this, but... Okay, I did not know this was here. Well, I'll put it on my wish list, I guess. Don't know if I'll get it anytime soon, but hey, cool. It exists. Again, as far as that goes, I really wish they would release the Kunio-ku collection on Steam, because River City Rampage? Come on, hell yeah, I'd play that. Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3, I would bang my head against the wall for a while on those. And a bunch of the games that had originally not come back. Yeah, pretty much. Definitely looks like an on-sale game, yeah, to me. But it'd be interesting to check it out. Alright, well, that's going to be it for me today. I will be back Friday for another NES game. Don't expect big things from it. The one on Friday I don't think is going to be very good. But we're going to try it. We're going to take a look at it and see. And I do have some of the newer, more homebrew NES games available as well this month. And it will probably be the last month of those, despite the fact that there have been some good ones. Wading through some of the others has been pain, and I don't want to do it anymore, and there's too many of them. So until next time, thanks for stopping by, and take care, Internet. Enjoy the games you play.